Hello everybody, good evening, good day to you, and this video we're going to be talking about mindset and how mindset is absolutely everything. You know, the mindset that you choose controls your life, it controls all of your actions, all of your outcomes. You know, it is the be all and end all. Mentality and having the right mentality is the absolute most important thing you can do. We're also going to talk about fear and why fear is really the limiting factor in all of our successes, and why fear is so damaging to us. You see, fear kills dreams, it kills relationships, it kills business, it kills your goals, it destroys absolutely everything. And what we're going to look at today in this YouTube video is we're going to look at how to use fear, how to work with fear, and how to have a much more, I was going to say positive, but we're going to come on to that later, a much more pragmatic, goal and success orientated mindset. So first of all, a little bit about me. If you haven't been on this channel long and you don't have me on Instagram, that's where I post mainly, but I'm moving on to inspiring everybody on YouTube, talking about peak performance, personal development, mindset, happiness, success, all of those key topics really that enable you to live a more happy and fulfilled life. So, age 14, I was bullied. 6'1", pepperoni spots, curly hair. My nickname at school was Curly. I used to get, kicked, spat on, bullied. I used to get a lot of grief at school. And I can remember coming home from school one day and I got pushed over a wall. I got back home and my dad interrogated me. He said, "You what, lad? You've been bullied?" In his Yorkshire voice. I said, "Yeah, I have. I've been bullied." He went out. He found the boys. He hung them from a fence. Made them apologise. And my father really taught me how to be confident. And how to look after myself. After this, age 16 came. I dropped out of school. I failed lots of my exams. I wasn't that intellectually gifted per se. Then I was trying to get a job and I failed interview after interview after interview. Must have been 7 interviews. Went everywhere, every single place I could try and find a job. Loads of different call centres, door-to-door selling places, windows, all this kind of stuff. And eventually I got a job at BT call centre. Then I got fired. Got another job selling windows. Got fired. Got fired again and again and again from 6-7 different jobs. It just wasn't happening at all. So what the hell am I going to do? And then finally I found success in my current career. I started as a part-time salesperson, worked my way up through 6-7 promotions, and was very successful. And I guess the key takeaway really is, don't give in, persist against all of your odds, against all of the difficulties, challenges. Keep going, because eventually that success will come. You need to chase your goals like you're blind and with broken legs. You just must go at them, go after them no matter what happens. And one famous quote that springs to mind, Thomas Edison said, "I didn't find 10,000 ways. I didn't fail 10,000 times. I just found 10,000 ways that didn't work when he invented the light bulb." And that's so true. There's no such thing in an infinite game as failure. There's only such thing as learning and redeploying again, and just keeping going. So the key takeaway is be persistent, don't give in, keep going, keep building yourself, keep bettering yourself, be an absolute animal out there, be a tiger, and crush your goals. So why do we fear? What is fear? Fear is basically our minds retracting away from a given circumstance or action due to past experiences that are negative and hurtful. But why do we have this fear, and how does it affect us? So first of all, when we was cavemen with the big clubs and that, we had to avoid getting killed. We had to avoid the tiger. We had to avoid the poisonous berries. We had to do, we just saw fear, and that was our way of, run. Survival instinct kicks in, fear kicks in, bang, run. Obviously, in our day and age now, there's a hell of a lot more opportunities around. And I would say there's not many times when you're actually going to die in your day-to-day life. There isn't many tigers, there isn't many lions, big bloody rhinos. That just doesn't happen in our day and age. But there is huge opportunities to earn huge amounts of money, and huge opportunities to improve your relationships, your business goals, whatever, whatever goals, travel goals, whatever goals you might have. But if you're feeling the fear and not moving through that, then you're never going to find success. So what we got to say is, you're always going to feel fear. It's something that's going to be a constant within all of us, including myself. I feel fear constantly. But when you feel the fear, what you must do is don't think, why am I fearing? What's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. It's just an instinctive way. Our brains haven't developed to our latest environments. They're still stuck in the prehistoric past. What we must do is see fear as an opportunity, as a signal, as a bell, calling us to move forward. And if we do that, first of all, you have to take a calculated risk assessment. You have to think, is this action that I'm taking going to reward me enough for the risk that I'm taking? If the answer is yes, after this 5-10 minute calculation, however long it's going to take you, or even just a snap one, then absolutely go for it. If there's no chance that you're going to die through doing it, which, like I say, is near enough nil, then absolutely go for it. Go for your action, take it, and move forward. And as soon as you move into that fear and take that first step, straight away you'll be like, whoa, why didn't I do this sooner? It's nowhere near as bad as what I thought it'd be. Constantly in my environment of sales, I think, I don't want to go and speak to that customer. I can't be bothered, or my mind's telling me, what if they don't want to buy, and all this stuff. It still goes on, and I'm pretty elite at what I do. But yeah, these negative things come into my mind, and you just have to move with them. Just take them with you, and as soon as you're in that environment, they just drop away. Once you hit into the moment, once you're focused on that one thing rather than the issues and the things that are going on around you, everything else will erode, and you're going to find huge success within your given endeavour. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is the more success you have, the more that success will reinforce within itself. And what I mean by that is, the more action you take, the more success you get. It's like what I call a positive reinforcement loop, because you're reinforcing your positive actions, you're reinforcing positive habits within yourself, and you're reinforcing success within yourself. So that's going to build in momentum, it's going to compound within itself, and you're going to become hugely more successful. So, last topic I want to get onto on this, my longest video I've posted now, up to 7 minutes. Wow. He's talking about back onto mindset. People say that there's many different mindsets you have. Of course there is, and a lot of people choose the negative mindset. So, why did that happen to me? This isn't fair. Life's not fair. I wish it could be like this. You're putting it outside of your control. You're looking at all the negatives, all the things that are going wrong. You're not seeing them as challenges and opportunities. So that brings us on to the secondary mindset, which is seeing things as an opportunity. Thinking positively, thinking, I can do it. This is possible. Although that wasn't quite right, maybe this will work, maybe that'll work, maybe something else will work. Well, let's try this, let's try that. And it's this positive mentality that will create more success in your lives. And a lot of people stop there and they say, have all these positive quotes like I do on Instagram, have all these positive sayings, positive phrases, and it's fantastic. Being positive is great. I'm going to take positive action, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, life's great, la la la. No. That is probably, I wouldn't say it's worse than the negative mindset, but it's almost as bad, because you're tricking yourself into thinking you're going to do better by being optimistic and positive. That isn't going to happen, I'm afraid. Yes, being positive might push you towards the action, but what I value much, much more is pragmatism, being honest with yourself, and taking bloody action. Taking action, set a goal, set a time frame, break it down into bite-sized chunks. How do you eat an elephant? In bite-sized chunks. Break it down day to day, hour to hour, minute to minute, whatever you need to break it into. And then go at them goals 100%, because trust me, once you have them goals in place and you go them 100%, when you're in that moment of closing that customer, dealing with your loved one, moving to a different country, traveling the world, making that business call, opening that business, when you're in those day-to-day moments, because you've reminded yourself of your goal, you're focused on your goal, you'll go into a mode of what I call make it happen mindset. And with this, what I feel is it's similar to flow, what psychologists explain as being at your optimal level of mentality, where you're just in the moment, nothing else distracts you. Rock climbers get it, athletes get it. They're just in the moment. There's no fears, no negative thoughts. They're just in the moment and they maximize it. And that for me is what the make it happen mentality is. It's above positivity. It's an action-taking mindset that allows you to focus in on that moment once your goal is set, and any obstacles, any challenges, anything that comes your way is reshaped positively and constructively, and you find a solution for it in the moment and you act upon it. That is the key mindset, taking action constructively, intelligently, within the moment, and making the absolute most of it. So that's what I say to you today. Don't be negative. Better still, don't be just be positive. Be an action taker that takes decided solution solving actions, and set yourself some clear goals so that it's easier for you to get into the mentality of taking action. Because if your goals aren't aligned to your values, or you don't believe in your goals, or you don't have any goals, then you're never going to hit flow, and you're just going to either be completely negative or positive but doing nothing. Yeah, I'm positive, this is going to be great, it's going to work out. Yeah, it's great, but you don't actually know what you want to do, so how are you ever going to achieve anything? You're not. So there's my tips to you. Have a great day. Stay inspired. Follow me on Instagram, Scott Successwell. Follow me on Facebook, Scott Rothwell. Like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, because I'm going to be throwing up a lot more content in the coming weeks, months, and year. Stay blessed. Have a great day.